Hello and welcome back to another episode on the Minetopia Server, episode 17, and today we've got something fun and cool to get done. Last episode we finished up building our giant sorting system. This is just the top third of, actually less than a third because it doesn't go all the way around. We spent the bulk of the work down here last episode, getting this room dug out, cleaned out, and all these chests and sorting modules in, which I haven't filled yet, so I have been hard at work in a creative test world getting ready for today's episode. And what is that we're going to be doing, you ask? Well, we're going to be turning this into a potion dungeon. That's right, that's what we're going to be getting done. So I was looking around for ideas on automatic potion brewers and whatnot, and there are a lot of really good designs out there, but they all are really big and bulky. And since it's going to exist here in the middle of this room, I want this room to have a dungeony kind of potion, kind of almost messy, like jumbled kind of a feel to it. So I don't want a large structure right here in the middle, closing off this large open field that we have going on here. So I've been in my test world kind of designing something that will exist more or less under the floor, with the inputs up here in various barrels kind of dotted around and some buttons here and there. And what I want, I was very specific with what I want from this. I want to be able to push a button and get a potion. Like, I don't want to have to tell it what ingredients I want in the potion. I don't want to have to say this and then this and this. I want to say, all right, I'm going to the nether. I need fire resistance potion. Click the button and then I get one. And that's the end of it. So that's what I've been working out, and I think I've got a really, really cool plan, and this is the center of the room. That's what that torch is there for, and we'll get to that in just a minute. But I'm going to show you guys what I've got going on. So first, it's field trip time. And here we are in my creative test world. Some of you may be familiar with this place. A lot of you may not be, but this is where I come and design and test out all my builds, and some of these may look familiar to you on the Minetopia server. And there's some other failed experiments off that way, and this and that. This is where I've been messing around. I mean, we've got version 1 that was functional, but not really all that feature rich and didn't really quite do what I wanted to do. Moved to number 2. Again, not quite what I was looking for, because this required a little water stream to come up out of the floor and into the brewing stand, and that just didn't look the way I wanted the floor to look. So then I've landed up here. Now imagine this being the floor of that room. You see we've got some various barrels and whatnot that we can place potion brewers on top of as decoration, or different things to kind of make it look like, you know, the mad scientist wizard type potion alchemy lab kind of thing going on. And basically you have a single brew cycle, and then we have a continuous brew cycle. So single brew, you just click this, and it's going to dispense all the stuff into this potion brewer right here. You see it's all lined up, ready to go, and it's brewing. And when it gets done, it's all going to come up through that bubble column out this trap door here. And I had thought about leaving the trap door off, because when they come up, man, they could shoot way up in the air. I thought that looked really cool, like almost, you know, kind of fits the crazy mad scientist type theme. But I don't know how I feel about them laying all over the floor. You guys let me know, what are your thoughts on this, because I mean, it's really cool. I mean, they fly way up in the air. It's just kind of, you know, when they've arrived. But and then over here I have the possibility of making a splash potion or not. So this is a disable the gunpowder, and these are all the inputs for the different recipes. So this is fire. So first it dispenses magma cream, then it'll dispense the redstone, and then here's where the gunpowder is, and right now it's disabled with that block being pulled out, so this signal does not trigger that dropper. And if I wanted to enable it, then it would do a one pulse tick. It's going to pop that block back into place, allowing that to dispense if that was to call for it. And then finally in the line we get nether wart. So nether wart is always the last thing in the line. so that it will be in there and ready to go for the next brew. It kind of keeps things moving. And as you can see, they've all popped up out of here. Boom. And my inventory is an absolute mess right now. And there you go. Potion of fire resistance, 8 minutes. If I wanted to run it for continuous, then I just hit this. And that pulls this block up out of the way. And the system here that I've actually borrowed from Impulse SV's automatic potion brewer, the way of locking the hoppers and that sort of thing. This line right here gets powered when this gets emptied, which is going to send a signal over to there. It's just going to send more ingredients through the system over to here, and it's going to keep it going in a continuous loop. But if I don't want it to do that, if I want to stop that, then I just have to hit this, and it lowers that block, which cuts that redstone line, which interrupts that signal. So it won't get that signal, but I can still do a single brew if I wanted to, because that still works. And then these are my item level indicators. These let me know if one of the droppers is empty. I could not get an indicator on the gunpowder. There's just no room for it down here without getting into a whole mess of redesigning. But I don't think I'm going to be using that many splash potions that I'm going to need to really worry about it too much. And if it does happen to brew with that one being empty, it's not the end of the world. It's not going to break the brew cycle. It will still brew. It just won't be a splash potion. And then that will be my kind of an indicator that I need to come down here or need to go over here and fill up the gunpowder. So I'm not too worried about that one. But the rest of these, if any one of these were out before I hit a brew cycle, it would get stuck mid-brew. And I'd have to come down here and, rearrange the ingredients and then fill these back in. So this gives me an idea of how that works. And basically it's just a comparator coming out the back of the droppers and an observer looking at that comparator. And if the comparator turns off when this gets empty, then it's going to send a signal into that, and it's going to slide that redstone block over, which turns on that lamp, letting me know nether wart is empty. And then I can just come down here and refill the nether wart, or I don't need to come down here and refill the nether wart. Just put it in the barrel up top there, and there you go. And now you see it has turned itself off, letting me know it has ingredients to brew. And then these are water bottle barrels, and I kind of almost want to get a automatic bottle filler that will just automatically turn on and fill more bottles as this empties. So I don't have to work, because you can fit a lot more empty bottles than you can full bottles in the system. And that's going to be 1,000 years worth of blaze powder, honestly. So there's no reason for that to ever be that full. And I don't even know if I'm going to use a barrel, because you can get a ton of brew cycles out of a stack of blaze powder. But anyway, yeah, so I'm trying to figure out a way to fit in a bottle filler that will automatically fill my bottles as they get low. That's the last little bit of shoehorning I have to do. But right now we have 2 modules set up. There's fire resistance, and I have over here some health 2 potions. And so these are kind of tileable. I'm thinking about dotting them around the room. This block right here, this little water stream, is going to be the very center block of the room. Everything's going to come out through that very middle block. So I can dot these around it throughout the room and just feed them all into these droppers here that automatically dispense items. Any items that go in there, they automatically get dispensed. Boom. Like that. So I can bring either via water stream into these hoppers, or more hoppers into these hoppers. They'll all just come straight up to there. So you just kind of fit these in and around the area nice and easily. I say that easily, but still. So I have 2. I think I'm also going to set these up for strength, regen, featherfall, and I can't think of what else I would need. What else would I need? I don't know if I'm going to need a splash potion of weakness automatically brewed in mass. I don't have a villager farm, so I'm not going to be converting mass quantities of zombified villagers. So I think those could probably still be brewed manually. Gosh, but I don't know. What else? What other potions should I have here? I mean, I have fire resistance, health. I'm going to have regen, feather fall, strength. Should I do underwater breathing and night vision? Yeah, let's do those. Let's do those too. All right, so this is the plan. This is what we've got going on. And let's head down there and start building it. Let's go. And okay, so we are in the storage room / potion dungeon. And I've already cleared out the space below the floor, 4 blocks down, which is the max or the depth that I need to fit all that stuff in that we just looked at. And I've got this middle block right here. This is the center of the room, so this is where our bubble column is going to go. That's kind of the central focal point of the whole thing. So once we get this in place, then everything else will get kind of built around it. So did you guys hear that? Since when does... I didn't know soul sand groaned when you put it down. Now that is so cool. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that kind of freaked me out a little bit. So we can put a dropper there. And a dropper there. And no, I'm not going to try to build this entire thing on camera. If I did, this would be a 9-hour-long episode. And nobody wants to see that. I mean, if you do, you can leave a comment and let me know. But I seriously doubt anybody wants to see that. Pop, pop, and pop. Just like that. And then we're going to, do the same here and here. And then I'm going to pillar myself up with some ice. Just like so. Here and here. Alright. Boom, boom. There we go. Go like this. And zoom. Alright, cool. That's in place. Now. I think what this is going to call for is probably a montage. Let's go. Montage! I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm not sure how it came out just yet because I haven't edited that, but hopefully it was enjoyable to watch. A little bit of a high-speed build, and I've got the 2 modules set up that I've had built in my creative world, and I still need to add all the rest of the modules for all the other potions, but we're going to go ahead and give this a test go, see if I have missed anything. And the rest of these will be just kind of a copy-paste of those, only everything is usually just a little bit different configuration depending on where it's sitting and how it's arranged, so I can squeeze everything in there. But now we gotta fill these up with stuff. So we're gonna do fill up our what am I trying to say here? Fill up the fire resistance potion. All right, so it's important these fire and run, the hoppers are going this way, so you want to make sure the first thing that enters the hopper is the magma cream, and you can see the light has turned off. The next thing that goes into this is going to be redstone, and then this one here is going to be the gunpowder, and then finally nether wart. Which reminds me, I need to put a piece of nether wart in each of those things down at the bottom. I'm going to split this up and put the rest of these in here. Alright. And then this one is our health potion. And this is running, going that way. So first item is going to be blistering melon. Then it'll go glowstone. Then gunpowder. Then redstone, or no, not redstone. Redstone doesn't go in this one. Put the rest of that redstone in the other one, and then nether wart. Alright, so I can put the rest of the redstone in here, and then put this glistering melon in there. Light turns off. Glowstone dust. Light turns off. Alright, so that's all working. That in there, and then finally nether wart, and that one turns off. All right, good to go. Now that's off, so that shouldn't be dispensing any gunpowder. Let me go double check that I have that configured right, because you gotta put the blocks in the right way the first before you do anything. That way it's not running backwards. But it looks like, yep, that's all good to go. Alright, put one nether wart in each of these to prime the system. And we're going to head up there and we're going to brew ourselves some potions and see what we get shooting out of our geyser, or potion geyser up there. So, still need to decorate and label all these. And I hope you guys can see my vision here. See how everything's just kind of scattered throughout this area. And I can put some decorations on here, maybe some nether wart growing here and there, some extra potion stands, and maybe some item frames, some invisible item frames with potion bottles like laying scattered around the floor. Something to really jazz the place up and give it that kind of eclectic feel of just, come on, come on, come on. Hopefully, I'm not even gonna cheat. I'm not even gonna go down there and look. I just want to see if we get potions coming up. Hopefully we get potions coming up. Please tell me we get potions coming up. Oh, I hear gurgling. I heard gurgling. That means we're doing something. Yes! So yeah. And then I might even find a place to grow nether wart up down here. And like maybe some patches here and there. So I can keep my supply up. I'm also going to need to farm up a whole bunch of supplies. Which means I might need to find a way to farm up some magma creams. And I need to start planting some melons. Because I don't have any melons. Definitely need to get some gunpowder. Maybe I could buy some off of somebody who has gunpowder. Ooh, Kip Snip has joined. Let's say hi. There it goes. See, that's what I'm talking about. They just shoot out everywhere. So you guys let me know. Do you like the shooting out everywhere, or should I try to contain that with a trap door right there, so you just have to walk over them. But let's see what we got. We have fire resistance 8 minutes, perfect, and we have instant health 2, perfect. It works. It works. Bwahahaha. It works. All right, so that means that I need to get busy doing the rest of these. So let me get to that, and I'll be right back. And there it is, all done. It looks like a chaotic mess, and that's exactly what I was hoping for. And some of you guys may have noticed in that last clip that I was wearing the wrong skin. It's because I was just fresh off of working on the Skyblock series with Kipsnip that hopefully you have watched by the time this has been uploaded. The first episode should be coming out, and you guys should have already seen it. And yeah, it's been tons of fun. I forgot to change my skin in between, so I hope you guys didn't mind. I mean, you caught me with my pants down, more or less. So, but there you go. That's the reason behind that. But yeah, I have been working my butt off getting all this set up, and I don't have any of the ingredients in any of the new modules yet, because we're going to have to build us some more farms to fund this farm. Isn't that how it goes? You build a farm, you got to make farms to make the farm to make the farm. And that's what I love about this game. It never ends. But yeah, we need to get some melons. We need to get some carrots. We need to get some gas tears, which means we need to make some wither roses, which means we need to get us a wither and probably a bunch of chickens and make a gas farm. And we need some other stuff too. And yeah, this is going to be fun. So next episode is going to be all about farming. So we got stuff to make. Lots of stuff to make. But I have enough here to do. I have health potions. I have fire resistance potions. I have feather falling potions. And then there's going to be strength. And then I think this one is going to be... What is this one? Oh gosh, I don't remember. Regen. That's why there's no gas tiers. This is a regen potion. And then over here we have night vision, which can also be turned into invisibility. So I have 2 modifiers here. That's the splash potion modifier, and then this one would be a fermented spider eye to turn it into invisibility potion if I wanted to. And then I don't have water breathing. I might pack one of those in, or I could just make those as I need them, because I really honestly don't use those all that often. And I have decorated the place with some different brewing stands here and there that act as both decoration and secondary brewing for small batches if I need to, for potions that I don't have automatically set up over here for brewing in quantities. So if we look down here, you can see this is all packed in underneath the floor. I've got me a netherwort farm built up, which doubles as a racetrack. Whee! Once you have Soul Speed 3 on here, and I've been doing laps down here, just kind of thinking. But yeah, everything's packed in down here and funneling into this very central point where it all goes up the water and out of the bubbling cauldron of water looking thing that's up there. And they just shoot up in the air and you catch them as they come out, which is awesome. I mean, this is like a very eclectic, random, scattered, kind of messy looking build up at the top, and that's exactly what I was hoping to achieve. I didn't want it to be too organized or anything like that, because when I think like crazy potions dungeon, I don't think organization. I think just stuff, projects spew scattered everywhere, and that's exactly what we have going on here. So with that, I think that's all the time we have for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, this has been Neely. Bye-bye.